Hi my amazing people. So today I'm really excited to share this recipe with y'all because this was one of the first recipes I ever learned. Of course I modified the recipe along the way, but let's see how to make this. It's super quick and super simple. Basically I've taken about 250 grams of chicken thighs that's boneless because it cooks faster and requires a very little amount of time to marinate. So I'm taking about a cup of curd and whisking it really well. So once it's smooth, I'm going to add it. And I'm going to add about a teaspoon of garam masala powder. And a tablespoon of kashmiri red chilli powder. I'm going to squeeze in a little bit lime, probably about 2 teaspoons. I'm adding a teaspoon of ginger garlic paste and half a teaspoon of chaat masala. Giving it a good mix and just keeping this aside. Now I'm gonna cut the boneless chicken thighs into strips. Then we're gonna add this to the marinade, give it a good mix. And of course add salt to taste. I'm giving this a good mix and leaving this aside. To a pan, I'm adding about a tablespoon of oil and a tablespoon of butter. I'm using unsalted butter. As the butter is melting, I'm going to add my onions. I'm also adding the ginger and the garlic. Give this a good stir. And once the onions soften, we'll add in our tomatoes. So I've used about 3 ripe tomatoes. We'll also add some salt to taste. So this has been cooking on high heat for about 10 minutes and the tomatoes have softened a bit. So this is a good stage where I'm going to add some badam and cashew. So guys, generally the recipes call for just cashews, but I really don't like the richness of a cashew, so I tend to mix in some badam with that, but it's completely optional. You can just use cashews if you like the rich taste of it. Then I'm going to add in about a tablespoon of red Kashmiri chilli powder. Giving it a good stir. Now add about 3/4 cup of water. Let's leave it on medium heat for the water to reduce. We have to ensure that the tomatoes are completely cooked from within. So guys, it's been about 2 minutes I think and the water has reduced. So at this stage I'm going to be adding the remaining garam masala. Sprinkle it in. It already smells amazing. It's been a good while and the tomatoes have completely cooked and the raw smell has vanished. So we're going to set this aside and let it completely cool down and pass it through a mixer. And also in the meanwhile, we will be cooking our tandoori chicken. I'm using a grill pan for this process, but you can use any pan you have at home. Brush some oil on the pan and gently place the chicken on it. It's been a couple of minutes and I'm adding a little bit more oil. Hi guys, it's been about 4 minutes on high heat. I'm reducing the heat now and we'll flip it. So the chicken looks about done now. It took me like 5 minutes on the other side after flipping it. I passed the masala through a blender and this is the end result. Now I'm going to pass this through a sieve. This will give us a silky smooth base to work with. Also add in about 1/4 cup of water in the end to help strain the mixture better. So this is basically the leftover residue, that is the tomato skin and the seeds. Now to a pan I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of butter. Once it melts I'm going to add the strained mixture. So we're going to let this cook till it reduces a bit. Also, I want a good color, so I'm adding some Kashmiri paprika powder. This is a natural way to help the makhni pop up. So the makhni has actually thickened a bit, and this is a good stage to add in our cooked chicken and give it a gentle stir. Also, we need about 2 tablespoons of fresh cream. So I just basically scraped this off some refrigerated milk and whisked it a little bit. You can always use the store-bought ones, but this is easily available at home, so I'm using this. So I'm just gonna add a little bit, and I'm gonna just leave a teaspoon for some garnish in the end. Also, I'm adding a tablespoon of dried fenugreek or methi leaves. I'm just gonna crush it and sprinkle it in. Now we'll cook this for 2 minutes. Finally, I'm adding a teaspoon of honey, and once we add that, we're gonna immediately turn off the heat. Generally, people add sugar while cooking the tomatoes, but I really prefer the flavor of honey, and it's also a healthier option. So give it a good stir and immediately turn off the heat because honey is not supposed to cook. I just added a little bit of fresh cream for garnish. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Hit the subscribe button for more recipes. Bye!